Hey there YouTube, it's Mathbore. Welcome to this private autograph signings recap video of 4 Pittsburgh Pirate legends, 5 different baseballs that are all commemorative baseballs, got 5 trading cards, good stuff. And I'll even show you how I label and ship a lot of these items, and sometimes it still doesn't work out, but I can't cite either person in a bad way. So first up, on a game-ready baseball. It was a baseball I bought through Hunt Auctions at the PNC Park kiosk there at their stadium. That this baseball was ready to be used for their big game commemorating their 40th year back in 2019, but this ball was never used, so I wanted to get a member of the 1979 team to sign it. So this was held through TSE Total Sports Enterprises, and this is the one that I was the most lax in when it came to labeling stuff, because they probably do a lot of signings, which they do. So on the little envelope that I have, or the baggie that I put the baseball in, I wrote my name, address. Under the logo, John Candelaria, Candyman, blue pen. They also have a paper that you print out, and I drew a nice design on how to do it. And I put some tape on here, which is usually how I do this for under the logo. Autograph and the inscription. And instead of going John Candelaria, Candyman, he literally... He's not wrong. He's not wrong. What the heck, it's actually kind of funny. 1 of 1, baby. That's how it's going to display. Got the logo, got the signature, and the inscription. Oh, my goodness. But it wasn't just, I get it. The tape is what they ultimately used to look at that. So, the blue painter's tape, so... I've switched over to starting to use green painter's tape because it pops a little better. I'm sure Scott, Reindeer Studios, you appreciate that, but yeah, dag-nabbit. But even on a piece of paper, I even drew it with the little logo and everything and underneath it, but oh well. So then next up, I have 4 returns here from 3 different people. From Josh Mathews at 5 Tool Signings. He does a phenomenal job. Lots of signings, very good communication. I get these signings through a Facebook group called Baseball Private Signings. So Josh Mathews, thank you for some awesome transactions that's about to happen. That first one was through TSE. That had nothing to do with Josh Mathews. The rest of these did, so I want to make sure you get the purple shout because you've been doing a darn good job for quite a bit now. 5 cards to Kent Tekulve. So these were ones I did not have in my collection at the time. I have since got one of these, so, well, that's okay. I mean, it came out looking really nice. I like the Fleer sticker card there. Got this playing card. It's pretty sweet. He had 3 saves in 1979 World Series victory. I'm sensing another baseball with an inscription if I ever meet him again. This card is like a bunch of little tattoo type sticker things. I mean, it wouldn't be horribly difficult to get all 4 of these guys assigned, but I like having Teak right there. And this Topps Tiffany version. So, the 88 Tiffany, Topps Tiffany. So, very good. Those came out nice. Also through Josh Mathews is Richie Hebner. And actually, let me just go ahead and show you, I dummy-proofed this. Plus, also on his instructions, it tells you to do this. So, I was... in addition to putting that little bit of blue painter's tape on there, I taped this to the ball. So, there it is. There's my little diagram that I did to, And I also did that. On the baggie. I'm having a tough time saying baggie. I keep wanting to say envelope. Nope. So, you make them dummy-proof, essentially, is what you do. And sometimes it works out. Usually it does. And this came out amazing on this commemorative Three Rivers Stadium ball. First hit at Three Rivers Stadium, Richie Hebner. Bought this baseball literally with the intention of trying to get that inscription sometime. And yes! My favorite returns is coming up. It's Steve Blass. I really like Steve Blass. I like Kent Tekulve. Hint, that's coming up as well. 2 commemorative baseballs here. So this was not used in any way. That's a pearl white clean baseball here, commemorating his 60 years with the Pirates. And once again, my dummy proof system that is taped to the ball. So it came out really nice. So I have his signature on multiples of these baseballs, but not with the Hall of Fame inscription, so yes. So thank you for that beauty in my collection. And then this baseball. The Pirates had a commemorative day in 2021 celebrating the 50 years of the 1971 World Series champions years. And then they were actually doing BP with some of these commemorative baseballs. And I bought this off somebody. And, you know, it's beat up. It's beat up. Look at that. It's beat up. But I thought it still looks so beautiful with Steve Blass' signature. So I requested the inscription for this one of the 2 complete games. And he loaded it up with more than just 2 complete games. He like gave me so much more. And once again, trying to cover up my info here. Once again, and I looked at him like, that's awesome, but oh my God, where's his signature? That's okay. Seriously, that's okay. I'll probably get to meet the guy, and if not, I got one funny little item here. So I'm totally cool with this. It's actually pretty sweet. This is not something to get upset about. So there are many other things in this world to be concerned with. This is not one of them. This is actually pretty sweet. So yeah. And also, the paperwork was returned too with this. So, like I said, you try to make it foolproof. Steve Blass, baseballs, blue pen. There you go. Plus, I had that type of stuff written down on, you know, a little bit rubbed off there. So, you just gotta be as careful as you can. And so, Steve Blass, 6 years baseball under the logo. The 60 signature, and this got rubbed off quite a bit actually, but yeah, that's awesome. Thank you, Steve Blass. Thank you, Josh, for the signing here. And then this baby. So I'm kind of old school. I don't have any fancy schmancy labels I put on my return box. I slap stamps on it that I weigh it and figure out what I need to put on it. You know, I write it, my address and everything on there. It got returned to sender to Josh Mathews, who then sent it back, and it arrived. So it arrived a lot later than what I was expecting, but it came out great. So we have another one of these 40 years baseballs. Now this is a clean one. There's no mud on or anything. And we got Kent Tekulve, the rubber band man, with the inscription, saved games 2, 6, and 7. And I still had this was still attached to the ball, which is great. So, you try your best to have it done, and usually it turns out pretty darn nice, because anyone who's done a lot of private signings will tell you, when you ask for inscriptions, it makes it more challenging. And I'm very happy with how these turned out. The first one I showed you, the one from TSE with the John Candelaria, that one's a little bit puzzling, but it's still kind of unique and cool in a way. So, but this look at this baby. Oh, yeah. So here we go. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I upload a TTM video on Mondays and an autograph and or trading card video such as this on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so 3 videos a week. I really would appreciate it if you would like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Take care, everybody.